Welcome! My name is Debbie and this is Pouring My Art Out for the Lord. And I'm working on another design team project for the Junk Journal Studio. And I'm working with the Botanical collection, the base kit, the green and neutral base kit, the yellow add-on kit, and the red add-on kit. I'll link all of those below. I've been working in my paper bag album. I made this with a lunch bag, and I've made several pieces of ephemera in here already, and I have videos for all of those. There's a playlist linked below for those. Specimen pouch. So I've done, I think this is my 12th piece of ephemera, if I'm not mistaken. So just different various pieces. This one is a tag with an envelope. So there's an envelope at the bottom here. And if we just open that, then there's a little pocket there. I haven't put anything in that one, I see. Some of them I have put something in, and some of them I have not. I'll have to find something that fits in there. But there's an envelope pouch in there, and then this is glued on 3 sides, and there's a pocket there. So I've decorated that, and I've decorated that. So I've made a few of those. Let me see if I can find. I haven't put. Okay, this one I have something in the. These large stamps fit in this envelope perfectly, so I used those. I think I have to print some more, that's why I don't have the other ones stuffed yet. And then I just have a little tuck there to close the envelope, and then again a pocket here, and a decoration up there. So I did them all a little bit differently, but I think it's a really neat little tag, so I will show you how I made that right now. So the first thing I do, I'm going to make the envelope with my envelope punch board. And I know there's many different ways to make envelopes. And you can use really any size envelope. I make the envelope first, and then I decide what size my tag is going to be. So if you do that, you can make an envelope however you like, and then size your tag accordingly. My envelope is going to be 2.5 by 3. My paper that I started out with is 5 by 5 inches by 5 inches. So I put it in my envelope punch board, and I score it at 2 3/8 to begin with. So I punch and I score. If you don't have one of these, just make an envelope how you usually make an envelope. Just a sec here. Can't see my line. It's kind of a busy paper here. And I just printed these papers, papers that I'm using here on regular copy paper, and they're from this one I think probably is from the envelope, the red add-on kit. My punch is not punching through this paper very well here today. Okay. So then, this is just, like I said, it's regular copy paper, 20-pound copy paper. And my punches don't always like that thin paper. But I like to have the envelope. I don't want a lot of bulk on this, so I decided to make the envelope out of just regular copy paper. So then I just fold on all of these scores here. And then I want my envelope to be, this is kind of the longer side. I fold it up here. So my long side is just a touch over 3 inches, and the shorter side is just a little over 2 3/4. So it's actually a little bit larger than what they say on the scoring board. I'm not sure why that is, but let me just see on my tag shape if that fits still. Yeah, perfectly. So I wanted just a little bit bigger, wider tag so that I could have a bit of a margin around the envelope. So I'm just going to ink a little bit on my envelope. I'm going to decide what I want for a flap, I think I'm going to do it this way. So this will be my flap. So I want to ink just up here on both sides, and then that will just get glued in the middle here. Just put a dot of glue there and close up these two sides. And then I'm going to ink around the bottom flap. And then I'm just going to glue there. So I just glue on the edges here, and then I just glue a little bit up here because I don't want to get too far up, because I'll glue onto the base of the envelope there. So there is my envelope. So I'm just going to finish inking around all the edges here. All right. And then I cut my base tag shape, and it is at 3.5 inches wide and 6 inches tall. So I just cut this from a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, and I'm going to line it. These ones I lined with a paper from the freebies that are in the Junk Journal Studio coffee shop, and that's linked below as well. I printed this twice, and I still don't have quite enough to line this, and I just happen to have this piece of paper on my desk, which I think is very similar, so I'm just going to use that to line this one. You know, you can use whatever papers you have if you don't have these kits, but these kits are just so fabulous. Everything coordinates so easily. It's just really easy to make good looking ephemera when you start with a great kit, and this is really a great kit. So I'm just going to line that up. I didn't actually really line it up, just put it down on the back there and trim it out. And then I just want to round my edges here, just with a smaller edge, the 1/4 inch rounder on this side. And I'm going to ink around the base of this tag. Just using ground espresso. I've used ground espresso with all of the ephemera in my book, so I'm keeping on with that. And then I'm going to glue my, I didn't ink the top of the flap here. Okay. So then I'm just going to put glue here, here, and here to make this into a pocket. I'm just going to use a really thin bead of glue here so that I can have most of the space still for my pocket. And I'm going to line it up here so that it's just a little ways away from the borders, just for a little bit extra interest, I guess. Okay, and then I have a tab here that I just cut with my punch and inked around the edges. So I'm just going to glue that up to the top here. All right, and then basically the structure is done. Now I'm just going to find a couple of things to decorate with. So I just picked out a few pieces to use here. I'm going to glue this label, this kind of neutral and red label. This one tag is turning out on the red side. Some of the other ones were more on the yellow side or more on the green side. So I'm just going to glue that base on there. This is just one of the red little labels. I printed this page out twice already. I just love these labels. And then I've got a butterfly. This is from the red add-on kit as well. There's fussy cuts in this collection. Go like that for there. And then this tab I'm going to use as my tuck for my envelope. Closure. So I'm just going to glue the very bottom initially here. And then I'm also going to put a little label up here. Maybe just right there. There, and then on this little tuck, I'm just going to glue a little bit on these two sides here so that this just stays in a little bit better, but I don't want to glue it too far up. I'm just going to glue it a little bit on the two edges there and just let that catch for a minute, and that should still close nicely. And then I just picked out a couple of pieces to stick in the back, just one that's quite neutral, and then one that is a little bit more colorful. It's got the yellows and the reds and the greens there. And there's my finished tag. So I think that looks wonderful. So here's some of the other ones again. So this one is a little bit more on the yellow side. This one is more on the yellow side as well. But I just think they're just a fabulous little piece of ephemera. You can tuck this whole thing into a pocket, or you can glue this onto your page even on 3 sides and use this for a tuck here. I didn't, I just put a dark cardstock here, but you could put a lighter cardstock on there, even some lined paper. This freebie paper is available in the coffee shop as well to coordinate. That would be fabulous for the whole back of the tag, or you know, you could just put a little bit of a journaling spot there, and then I don't have any fussy cuts cut out at the moment, I don't think. Oh, here's a butterfly. You know, you could put a fussy cut, you know, or a stamp or something like that to build around it at the back. That would be a great idea too. But there it is finished. I'm just going to gently pull that up so that it's not there. Perfect. And then you can find something to put into the envelope as well. And like I said, those large stamps fit perfectly in here. So I think I'll print out a few more of those. And there's another finished tag. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I'll be back with a couple more in this collection. And so if you are interested in following along with that, please make sure that you subscribe. I don't really have a schedule. I just post them when I get them done. So I'll see you soon. Blessings.